If you're looking to go in the military, ask yourself why. All right? Why are you going? Are you going for training? If you're going for training, it's a great place to get training. It's an absolute great place to get training. If you're going because you believe in the country and you want to defend the country, that's a great reason to go in.
I would recommend they seek out veterans for advice. But I'd like, I told guidance when I arrived here, I said, send any student interested in the military to me, and I'll tell them what's what. But sometimes you need guidance, and I do know how to apply for academies and ROTCs, and I know all the ins and outs of recruiters and how recruiters can be honest or maybe not so much. And you do want it on paper and you want it signed.
If you don't have to, don't. When you're in the military, they own you. You have no say-so whatsoever. If they say jump, you jump. If they want to send you to Africa, they send you. It's up to them. You have no say-so on where they send you or what they want you to do.
I'm gonna say that I 100% recommend that path, right? I'm not a recruiter, right? I would not be a recruiter because I can't bring myself to say some of the things that recruiters say. But I'm gonna say that the military offers the ability for a young person to make something of themselves, right? They have the opportunity and they have pretty much the ability for a young person to build themselves away from family pressures and social pressures, find out who they are and what they want to do with their life.
It's a single man's profession, let's put it that way. You're never home, you're always away, so if you like that style, it's okay, it's just good. Just like any job, it's good and bad. You know, it has very good qualities. You get housing, you get your food, you get medical care, so that's not bad.
It can be very good for many, many people. If I had it to do over again, would I do it again? Yeah, I would, because to a certain extent, I wouldn't want to change where I am now by changing anything that happened in the past. I like where I am right now. I've got a lovely wife, I've got 3 kids, and everybody's healthy, happy, and so it's worked out.
What I recommend is that you get strong, both physically and mentally, and go for it, and go for every single opportunity that's offered to you.
We went back to the Philippines, getting ready to invade Japan, when, of course, you know, the bomb was dropped, 2 bombs were dropped, and that ended the war. And right away they sent us to Tokyo to get ready for the signing of the peace treaty. Yeah, it was quite an experience. I think young men like you, if the war started today, in a year's time, you'd be in the service. Can you imagine that?
Hello?
Hello, is this Sir Ken Bailey?
Yes, it is. I landed on Utah Beach 6 days after D-Day. Well, I drove for an armored car, which is like a tank, only it's got wheels on it. In August, in the Mortain counterattack, we were on liaison with the infantry, and we got all cut off by 2 panzer divisions of the Germans, and I got my car and my crew out and got back safely home, back to headquarters. And for that, I got the Bronze Star, which is the 4th highest in the United States military. Very proud of that. And then from France, I got the highest honor that they ever give out. I got the French Legion of Honor Society. They made me a knight, which is something. Whoever thought I'd be a knight?
So you've been around for a while. You mentioned you're about to turn 101. What's changed since the time when you were growing up?
One of the biggest things for me is to watch your new telephone. Everything's in that little bit of a telephone, and like my radio on my Jeep, my armored car, the radio back then was about 3 feet long and about 2 by 2 square. Great big thing. Today it's like a cigar box, you know. And then television, who can believe that a picture would come over the air, over a wire? I guess the biggest thing that I can't understand is that little telephone. GPS, everything else is in that telephone.
Yeah, it's certainly incredible.
In your generation, yes. For one thing, I'm very proud of what I did and where it was. And of course, at the time, I didn't like it. So I would like people today to remember what we went through and how much easier it is today. Even going to school, and we had to walk them. The things are so much different than today. My middle boy, he just retired after 36 years as a teacher. And even after he's retired, the things that have changed so much in schooling. I would like the people today to understand what our generation went through, and not just the depression and everything. You take everything for granted, and you shouldn't today. And there should be more camaraderie. In other words, everybody should have everybody else's back. Don't ever be hateful, and things today have changed so much that I can hardly recognize that it's still America. You know, and you kids growing up, I just don't know how you're making out. I really don't. And today, nobody wants to work. They all want to come home and sit there with a computer or something. Like right now, there's a new house being built across the street from me. I'm watching that house being built. Things have changed. But I built this house and another one before that. I built two houses, my dad and I, my wife, by hammer. And today, they don't even use a hammer. Everything's electric. They don't even use a ladder. Things have changed. I guess it's for the good, but some things I think it'd be better if we back off like we used to be.
Yeah.
You know? And when I was out in the desert in California, I got the Hollywood Canteen, and I was served by Shirley Temple. I danced with Betty Grable, and I was served with James Stewart. Isn't that something, son?
That is, yeah.